After weeks of rumblings, an Icelandic volcano finally erupted, sending molten lava over 300 feet into the air. And this isn't your average volcano. It's not like one of those mountain-shaped ones you see in the movies. This is a giant fissure in the earth. The magma underground put so much pressure on the Earth's surface, split wide open. The volcanic fissure is 2.5 miles long and spewing out 66,000 gallons of lava every second. It's a lot of lava. This comes after Iceland experienced countless earthquakes and tremors in the weeks leading up to the eruption. No deaths or injuries have been reported at this time, but the nearest town in Grindavik was completely evacuated, with its 4,000 residents being told to take their most precious belongings and flee. While the situation seems to be improving, many Icelanders worry that this could be the start of more volcanic eruptions on the tiny island nation. Joining us now, lava chaser Demian Barrios. Demian, what do you mean when you say you're a lava chaser?
I guess that term kind of came up in one of the most recent eruptions here in Hawaii, particularly very similar to the eruption that they have now that was a fissure eruption. And we found ourselves chasing various locations as to where the next fissure would pop up. And then that word came about, and a lot of the work that I did and the footage that I shared made it around the world. We were able to share that with that experience with a lot of people, and then that term kind of came about. Having said that, I've been an avid enthusiast with volcanoes and lava since I was a little kid, so it was somewhat fitting that that title came on its own.
Yeah, I used to like volcanoes, and now I'm a cable news host. When you go up in the chopper, can you feel the heat melt your face? I mean, you look pretty close.
Yeah, in the times that I've been there, I've seen the lava in all ways. I've been to it on a boat, I've been to it on foot, I've been to it in an airplane, I've been to it in a chopper, and you can definitely feel the heat, especially if you get right above it. A lot of times you can't even really get to directly above it because the heat is so strong that it literally does feel like it could melt your face off. I've lost camera gear to the lava and had things melt. I've melted a couple drones that I've flown very close. And so it's such an intense heat that it doesn't take more than a few seconds to melt something like a piece of plastic or a camera.
And so what happens when this thing melts all over Iceland, which is a pretty chilly island nation? I mean, is this just catastrophe? Do they ever recover?
It's a very dual emotion there. I'd like to think that the communities will be safe. I know that some of their infrastructure and like the power plant could be in harm's way if lava were to continue and go in the right direction. And let's hope that doesn't happen. And in a situation like this, it's a very weird feeling knowing that we have to accept this change, and then there's really no one that we can point a blame to. The very force that is making this happen is the very force that created the ground that we currently live on and walk on and have a house in. So, we can only hope that the communities there are not impacted, that they don't see anything long-lasting effects that will happen by any infrastructure being destroyed. And if that's the case, then we will get to enjoy it and see it as is without that causing any harm to especially people's homes and communities. That's when it really starts to take a turn for the worse.
We're praying for everybody in Iceland. We hope everybody survives. And my goodness, I've never seen anything like that before in my entire life. You're a brave man, lava chaser. Thanks for bringing this footage to us. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me on tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.